Now, we have 45 minutes. You have an assignment, right, from last week?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get our emails? We're doing a weekly newsletter now. Every week, you're going to get a letter from us. You got it, didn't you?
I didn't get it. She did, but I didn't get it.
Bummer.
And I didn't realize this morning.
How many of you got it?
No.
Our little letter.
I got something telling about the class today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What class? What you're supposed to do for this class?
Yes.
Okay, each week, and if you didn't get it, you need to let Greg know so we can verify that you're in do you get our other emails? Okay, if you're not getting, we're not doing snail mail anymore. We're doing emails. So if you are not getting them, please let us know and we'll make sure that you get on, because we have a bulk thing. He just pushes a button and everybody gets the mail. So what we decided, we talked about last week, if you weren't here, is for the next 6 weeks till March 30th, we are going to start a series on how to get a repertoire going. So you actually accomplish some songs and finish them and have the registrations and everything that you need to perform them. Okay? So last week we gave out, a sheet that talks about how to make an arrangement out of songs, what you have to do. Okay?
Did you get that?
Yes. So if you weren't here last week, we'll make sure you get that paper. And you were assigned to pick a song, and bring it today. If you didn't bring it, it's not the end of the world. Don't worry. You're sitting there going, ugh. Some people I'm sure didn't show up because I gave an assignment. And you know what? If they did that, then they're the ones that actually did themselves a disservice. So we don't worry about them anymore. I used to get really upset if I gave an assignment and half the class stayed home. And I don't do that anymore because if you really want to do this, you'll be here. If you can't be here, then we will try very hard to get them online so you can watch the ones you miss. But every 2 weeks, you're going to get a new song. All right? Roland already did them for us. Yes. Roland already did them for us. So we have the arrangements already done. So we're not copying anything and giving out things that aren't legal. So the first one we're going to do, along with the song that you have selected, you're going to, by the end of March, you will have 6 completed songs. Songs that we have studied in class, we have made registrations for, and that you have accomplished and are done with. Does that sound good?
Yep.
We're going to try to pick. No?
I don't know why.
You're new. You don't have a vote yet. I'm kidding. So, and over the years, this is what I see happens to when you take lessons in a group. You learn a lot of stuff, but you don't ever really get like a little mini concert put together, where you actually have your friends come over and they say play, and you go, what do I play? When we're done with you, my chicken club is March 30th, chicken club.
That's 10 weeks, huh?
Okay, 10 weeks then. But you'll still have 6 songs done, including the one that you have picked. Does that make sense? This is the first one. We're going to talk about it today in the generic sense. You're going to go home this week and you're going to learn how to play it. Aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, we picked an easy one to start. You're going to learn everything you have to do to play it in exactly the way it's written. Next week, you come back loaded with all this knowledge and all this ability to play it. We are going to then tell you how to embellish it and how to perform it. Then you have another week to go home and work on what we do next week, and then we'll give you another song. Okay? In that 2 weeks, you have access to us because it will be done with Costco on Sunday. This week you won't need as much, but the following week you might. If you do, then you can just call and say, I need some help, and you may not need any help. If we do our job right and give you the discs and all the stuff that you need, then you should be able to just go home and do this. Now, here's the cool part. The second week, we're just going to tell you what we would do with the song. And then you're going to go home and you're going to do what you're going to do to the song. See, because every one of you has the ability to make an arrangement out of a piece that's in you. You just may not know it yet.
Or they're going to go home and
throw it in the garden.
come back and tell us what we can do with these.
Right. Okay. So today we're going to do the basic study for making an arrangement. Now, I really want you to pledge to me that you're serious about this. That you really would like to feel like, wow, you know, this is cool. Now, I used Jerry last week. He came in. What song did we do?
Phantom.
Phantom. He picked Phantom of the Opera. And he came in for a lesson, and we worked on sounds. We talked about the instrument and how to find. We used this disco kind of funky kind of cool. Did you have fun this week playing with it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to touch all of you that way and make sure that you're getting this, wow, that was fun feeling. Okay? Shirley and I did that the other day with one of her songs. So between Greg and myself, we really want to help you accomplish that and get that wow feeling from playing music. Oh, I hope. Okay, so open Sentimental Journey because we've got to get to work. Take out your pencil and number the measures. That is mucho important thing to do first. Start with measure number 1. There's 2 measures in the first line. And just put a number on each of the measures. I don't care. Beginning, middle. Yeah, number the measures.
Greg, you think a pencil rather than pen?
I would say a pencil.
Pencil probably would be a better idea. Need a pencil?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
you just said you should use a pencil. A pencil would be better than
I
a
don't
pen.
have any pencils.
Yes, you do
Yeah,
now.
you do.
Oh, boy.
There you go. How's that for service? Who else needs a pencil?
Just one through number.
That's okay. You can read number at home.
I said I measured, I missed this one.
That's all right.
I've numbered them.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. Next thing you need to do now is recognize where the divisions are in the song. All right, so we have sections, and the songs are divided generally in 8-bar sections, correct? All right, so look at measure number 8. Hopefully that's the end of a phrase. So let's hear. There you go. At measure 9, at the beginning of measure 9, that's the first measure on the bottom of the page down here, put a number 2 or a big star or something. Number 2 would be good. And at the very first measure, up at the beginning, put a number 1. So measure 1 has a 1 on it, and measure 9 has a 2 on it. Okay? Then, according to the rule, it should repeat. Oops. Measure 12 at the top of the second page. At the end of measure 16 and the beginning of measure 17, you're at the last measure of the second line. Put a number 3 and circle it.
Is that the bridge?
That's the bridge. Okay, you can write bridge there too if you want, because that's what it is. Goes like this. Bless you. Alright, 8 later, at 24, at the beginning of measure 25, put a number 4 and circle it. And then it goes back to da-da-da-da-da, and then it ends at 32. Now, as a musician, from that, I have learned that there are 4 sections to this song. Okay? I've got the melody theme that's repeated 3 times. So I really only have to learn 8 bars to get that 8 out of 24 bars. That's pretty good. Because if you look at the first 8 bars, and you look at the second section, the chords are the same, and the melody is the same in all 3 sections. So pretty easy for learning purposes, right? All right. And then the bridge is the part that's different. So I have to, out of 32 measures, how many measures do I really have to learn? 16. 8 bars of a theme and 8 bars of a bridge, and I'm there. Now that's kind of cool. What that helps me know is that I don't have to memorize this whole song. If I'm going to memorize it, I only really have to learn 16 of the bars. And they're pretty easy.
What's meant by the bridge, Professor?
Bridge is the part of the song that's different.
I see.
It bridges the sections together. Sometimes they don't call it a bridge, they call it a chorus in a verse. Okay, the bridge is always the part you can never remember. All these old songs up on the wall, they had a bridge, but they also had the first part that no one ever heard of, that no one ever sang.
Which part would the bridge be? Would that be the chorus or the verse?
If they use chorus and verse, they wouldn't ever refer to it as a bridge.
Yeah, but what's
The bridge would be the verse. Yeah.
But if they don't, if they're using verse and chorus, which would be the bridge part?
Probably the verse.
The verse.
Because the chorus everybody knows, usually.
Okay, yeah.
And the verses nobody knows.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, but most general songs, like big band songs like this, almost all of the big band songs follow these patterns.